Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about Leon Edwards and his camp's recent comments in regards to a supposed injury prior to UFC 304, which would have caused them to pull out of the fight, but unfortunately for them, they did not. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. UFC 304 Manchester was not quite what Leon Edwards and his camp expected. I've talked about this fight many times before and after the fight. There were some comments made from Leon and his camp prior to the night of UFC 304. Talks of moving up in weight and quote-unquote lack of competition in the welterweight division. Ultimately, I'll sum it up in a nutshell. I looked at it as if Leon and his camp were not taking the guy in the name of Belal Muhammad very serious. And I think this further cements the statement. It just makes it more true. How do you say? Well, we all know that Conor McGregor pulled out of the fight against Chandler for like a pinky toe injury. Something to that extent. Therefore, obviously, besides the injury, I think that Conor thought that he could not defeat Chandler. So there was just another reason for him to pull out of the fight. I believe that Conor thought that with an injury, it probably diminishes his chances that much more of defeating Chandler. Where's the correlation? You guys may say, where's the correlation here? Well, the correlation here is that what I'm trying to say is that if Leon Edwards was truly suffering from a quote-unquote back injury, let's just take that for face granted. And obviously, we have to take that for face value just because why would they mislead the MMA public on such news? Okay, the dude was dealing with a back injury. Fantastic. What I get out of those statements is that they thought the fight against Belal Muhammad was so easy that Leon Edwards can go in there with a back injury and still defeat Belal. I have said it many times before. This is it's like a double-edged sword for Belal Muhammad. It is his weakness and his strength at the same time. The fact that he flied under the radar really up until he got the championship, and now people are really starting to take notice. I think his title defenses, when they do happen, are going to cement this guy as being one of the most consistent fighters on that roster. So what I'm trying to say here is that, number one, I think Leon and his camp thought that the night of UFC 304 was going to be a walk in the park for Leon Edwards, as they say in England. Unfortunately for Leon, and fortunately for Belal Muhammad, that was not the case. Not the case. On many occasions, it looked like Belal Muhammad was ragdolling Leon Edwards. You see what I mean? I don't want to say the comments from Leon Edwards and his camp are sore losers comments. That would be very disrespectful for me to say, and I would like to go as far as saying that I would not appreciate anybody kind of saying that. Just because, we are talking about the guy that defeated the likes of Kamaru Usman, Kobe Covington. Leon Edwards is a top fighter on his own. But I really, really, really believe what I'm trying to say here is that they misunderstood the fighter that is Belal Muhammad and his style. They miscalculated their chances of beating Belal Muhammad. And that was clearly evident out of the fight. Okay, if you were dealing with an injury, by all means, you're the champion. You know that you can lose your championship. You can just simply pull out of the fight if you had a legitimate back injury. But I believe the level of disrespect from Leon Edwards and his camp towards Belal Muhammad cost him the welterweight title. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and like, subscribe for more.